Namaste. I had another message this morning, of course. That's why I'm here now. I've woken up for 4 o'clock-ish and given this idea to put this out ASAP. Now, I'm not the only one talking about this at the moment. There's been great changes happening in the world. Those of us on our spiritual journey of ascension are aware that everything's changing for the better, albeit we cannot make an omelette without breaking eggs. That means we have to go through some stuff before we get the perfect omelette. And we've been going through this stuff for years now. But my guides and star beings and archangels have been telling me for several years, everything that's happening is to make us who we need to be. That is humanity as well as us individually. And that means that we're at a cusp now of changing our world. We're being given this opportunity, especially those that have raised their vibration to 4th, 5th density or vibration to 4th or 5th dimension, whichever way you want to look at it, so that we can make big changes to ourselves and hence to the world and, of course, to humanity as a whole. That's for another night, that discussion. What I want to talk about today is what I was given. And with what's happening today, it really is time for us, especially the light workers, or those who call themselves light workers and way showers. Let us unite and make our world whole again. We have to do this starting with ourselves, of course. We have to start with us. As Mr. Jackson, that great musician and mentor, said, if you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make that change first. And that's what we all need to do. Look at ourselves, and if we feel a need, make that change. Over these last few months or years, I've seen many light workers, including myself at times, get embroiled in the politics of what's happening in the world and saying things or thinking things. Thinking things is just as bad as saying things, of course. Thinking things that this person's evil, they're this, they're that. I hate them because they're opposite to the people I like. Even light workers, way showers, are putting these things out into the ether, whether through programs, whether through saying it, whether through, social media. We are supposed to be making ourselves whole. How can we do that when there's so much division within ourselves, us light workers? Many years ago, probably 7 or 8 years ago, I did a video because I noticed that the ones on what we would refer to as the dark side, not that there is really a dark side, but who we refer to as the dark side, have been joining together for many, many years, if not aeons. Joining together because their fight is important to them, that they win. Whereas us, light workers, working in the light, a lot of us anyway, have been saying, my God's better than your God. Oh, no, it isn't. My God's best. No, no, no. There's only one God, and it's our God, not yours. Or, I see what you're saying, but you're wrong. I'm right. My way is right. Your way is wrong. Instead of saying, well, you're entitled to your point of view, providing it's towards the light, why should I argue about it? Why should I argue about someone's religion if they're talking about bringing light into the world? I shouldn't. I won't. Everyone has their right to express themselves in the way that they want. If they're all working in the light, towards making our planet whole again, then it doesn't matter what their point of view is, providing they're working towards the light. At this time, many years ago, I was told to join together with those of working towards the light and connect. And I have been doing that with many, many beings who are well known in the spirituality world, let's say. And I found we're all singing from the same hymn sheet, really. And what I've noticed of late, especially during this election that's been happening both in England and in the US, of course, is this hatred and rhetoric and not nice things coming out of people's mouths. I personally believe it doesn't matter which colour you vote for, whether it's red or blue. If the people in the charge of that organisation are ones who are working for what I would term the other side, not working towards the light, then it doesn't matter what colour banner they hold. They are against our better way of living, our holistic way of living, our understanding that when we say namaste, it's because we recognise that although the person we're talking to may have different views, they also are part of God as we are. Everyone is a spark of God. Doesn't matter what their views are. There might be a few exceptions, but not many. And I woke up with this morning, that phrase, make our world whole again. And another phrase, let us unite in the light. We are light workers. We are way showers. We work towards the light. We bring the light into the world and into others in the world. When I bring light into the world, it's not just for the human beings who live here. It's for all the beings who live inside, around, all the etheric beings that live in, around our world. All the creatures, all the plants, everything that has a soul and that is alive, I bring light in for. Even those that I may think of as on the darker side. They need the light more than anyone, actually. And it's not about good and bad. There's no real thing as good and bad. It's about points of view and ways of understanding how they should be living this life. This is a time for us to unite in the light, finally. And let us realize the reason we are like this, a lot of us have become like this, is because those that have been in charge for many millennia, let's say, are not working towards the light. Those beings of darkness who have been in charge, and for whatever reason, whether they're alien beings who are in charge or human beings who have taken that path, you know, there's room for discussion there, for definite, but not here. The thing that's important is that for many years, let's just go back a few years to 2020, when this plague came. And the first thing that was done was separate us, put fear into everybody, make everyone scared and terrified of dying, of killing your children, of killing your grandma, of killing others. Fear, fear, fear. I did a video at the time, keep the fear out of here. A bit of a play on words, but true. Don't take in the fear, because this is exactly what these entities, if you like, want. They want us to be divided. Genghis Khan and many great rulers of tribes and warriors knew the way to defeat a strong enemy is to attack them from within, separate them from within. And this is what all these people of control know about. They are not just people, beings know about control. Fear is a great way of controlling people. And this is what's been happening. The opposite thing to fear, the antidote of fear, is love. So this is what we should be doing now. We should be radiating the love that we have for the world, for our brothers and sisters, whatever colour, creed, religion or faith they are, for us to live as one. That's what we should be doing. Generating love into the world every day. Let's put these differences aside now. Let's put these differences aside finally and realise we're light workers. Generate light into the world. Send love into the world. Forget all the things that so far have made you become partisan, and think of the oneness. We come from the oneness. We are one. Let's go back to that understanding now. This is how we're going to shift this world, by realizing just where we came from. I connect with these beautiful beings called the Blues. They start the conversation with, we are one. To understand, to help us understand. We are one with the divine being, whatever name you want to use. As children of this divine being. As children of this divine being, it's about time we grew up and realised that we are one in nature. Stop hating each other, stop fighting each other. And if you're a light worker or call yourself a light worker, put light into the world. Love and light, not hate and dissent and division. This is our chance to make our world whole again. I hope this message comes across as it's meant. I'm not getting at anybody in particular here. I'm just given this message this morning when I was woken up by my guides and angels. And I think it's a very important message for us to unite in the light. Namaste. Till next time.